Hi, I'm sitting here with Harold Hayes from the Pacific Fencing Club out in California. Harold, I have just a couple of questions for you.
Sure.
One is, how did you get into fencing?
Oh, that question. I started in college in my sophomore year. I was at Stanford, and I started fencing recreationally just because it looked like it would be fun to do. Liked it. Got onto the varsity team.
Who was the coach?
It was Jean Hellowell, and her coach, I believe, was Elwyn Boogie.
Really?
Whom I don't know anything about except that he was her coach. Gene Hellowell was my first coach. And I had 6 coaches in my career.
Who else did you have as a coach?
My second coach was Ferenc Markey. He was at Pannonia Athletic Club in San Francisco.
Tell me about Ferenc. What did he give you in your fencing?
What did he give me? He gave me an insight into how it can be professional. That is, that fencing is as fine an art as any art. And if you work at it, you can achieve as any artist can achieve. That was something that he showed me because that was my first insight. You know, we fencers, sooner or later in our careers, we all come across that. And that was my insight from Ferenc Markey. Also, you know, he was part of that glorious Toldi Miklós Royal Hungarian Academy of Sport. And I became aware of that history through hanging out at Pannonia Athletic Club, which was a fabulous place back in the 60s.
Right.
It was, I'll never forget it.
How did you get into becoming, now did you have a competitive career for a long time?
No, I did not. My career is inverted. I fenced kind of recreationally. I competed, but I competed recreationally, if that makes sense, because I didn't train hard. And it was only when I got to be 50 that I heard about the Veterans Division and decided it was possible in my life at that time actually to train. So I started and trained hard and had some success at that.
When did you become a coach?
Became a coach in around 1979.
How did it start?
A camp, a summer camp called Kennelin Specialty Camp in Soquel, California. And they wanted a fencing program, so I started the fencing program, taught there 2 years in that. And then I opened my first club in 1984, Pacific Fencing Club. In Oakland,
and where was it?
Oakland, California.
I thought it was in Oakland.
That was not until 1984 that I did that.
And do you have like specific goals that one wouldn't necessarily know about in your club? Do you have like a thing you're trying to do there?
The thing that I'm trying to do there, actually I've always been, and I still am, contributing to the education of minors.
It's fabulous.
That's what I'm really interested in doing. And as every coach, you know, I of course I want to further competitive careers for anybody, but I'm especially interested in how fencing can be educational for young people. How they can learn about their own nervous systems, you know, and how to use them, develop them, and other things too.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate your time.
Sure.